First of all, I would like to apologize for those who have waited for this video yesterday. Something came up in real life which needs my immediate attention. Again, sorry to keep you waiting, but I assure you, this video will be a good one. So we know that not only snipers can own eidolons, and in the past, I have shared some meta-breaking setup for those who want to hunt down those big trees in the plains. And now, there's a new breed of eidolon killer. Actually, there are two, and the first one is the reinvigorated Daikyu. The 34% critical chance, and 200% boost in critical damage makes it an absolute beast when it comes to eidolon hunting, and if you can min-max your Daikyu build, then it's possible that it can outperform both Lanka and Rubigo Prime. Okay, let's talk about builds. So for an eidolon hunter Daikyu, all you need is a lot of critical chance, critical damage, and radiation damage. Point Strike will turn your Daikyu's critical chance to 85%, and if you have a Riven like this, then it can get up to 130+% of critical chance. Honestly, I'm so happy I did not sell this Riven, as it got the necessary stats for an eidolon hunt. It got critical chance, bonus damage, and electric damage which can be turned to radiation when added with the Hellfire mod. The good part is, I can add Stormbringer to further boost the radiation damage, and the bonus damage on this Riven, paired with the Serration mod, gives out a whooping 14k radiation damage to this bow. While acceleration is a personal preference, and you can replace it with either Speed Trigger, Shred or Vigilante Fervor, any of these fire rate mods would do, as this bow really needs some fire rate because of the slow charge rate it has. And lastly, don't forget to add Vital Sense in the mix so you can get the most out of your critical chance. If you don't have Riven, then go with the Vigilante set mod trick to further boost your critical chance. You can add Vigilante armaments on this slot, then put the rest of the Vigilante mods onto your Sentinel weapon. If you can, then you can add Vigilante Pursuit in your frame to get more crit chance. Just a reminder, the critical chance of Vigilante mods set will just enhance your critical chance. So if you are doing yellow crits, then you will have a % chance of enhancing it to orange crits. The only problem I had with Daikyu is aiming. Well, it's not the bow, it's me. I'm bad with projectile weapons in eidolon hunting because of lots of FPS drops and lags. But I know you are better than me, so definitely you won't have any issues like this. When it comes to damage output, Daikyu can put up big damage numbers to these big giants. With my current mod setup, the one with the Riven, I can usually 2 or 3 shots the limbs of eidolons. Also, I can get red crit numbers with the Vigilante mods set trick, but it's not that constant. If you want more red crits, then you can use your Adaza Cavat for that purpose. Just remember to keep it alive during the fight. Anyway, the setup I'm showing you is just for solo plays. Your damage output will be 3 times better, especially when you have a team like Harrow, Volt, or other damage buffing frames. That's how amazing Daikyu is on eidolon hunt. But if you don't like using a bow, and prefer to spray these big trees with bullets, then I got another proposition for you. Acceltra, the new spray and pray gun that is really fun to use in low to mid-level content. It can kill high-level enemies, but against heavily armored units, you will most likely spend all your ammo killing one target alone. It's a fun weapon in normal mission, but it's on a different level when used in eidolon hunts. Just like Daikyu, the signature weapon of Gauss does boost some decent critical chance, which is one of the primary stats needed to kill those eidolons fast. But unlike Daikyu, it can go up to 6.2 times critical damage multiplier with Vital Sense on your setup. In addition to critical damage, the fire rate of this weapon is magnificent. It can spray lots of bullets, or projectiles in a couple of seconds, which deals decent damage to both the limbs and eidolons itself. But since it fires fast, it also drains ammo fast. It would not be a problem in eidolon hunts, since we can drop some ammo pizza to instantly replenish our magazine, and in team plays, you won't really need additional ammo since there will be other frames that will boost your overall damage output. Now, I wasn't lucky enough to own the Riven for this weapon, but if somehow I will own the Riven for this, then I would prefer critical chance and any element types which can be formed to radiation damage. It won't reach the same critical chance as the Daikyu, since it has only 3-star Riven disposition, but how fast this weapon fire will compensate with the critical chance stat difference. Take note that I'm using damage buffing frames with these weapons. I was using Chroma with Acceltra, and Rhino with my Daikyu. In addition, I did strip some of the eidolon armors using the Shattering Impact mod on the Sarpa gun blade. Just want to clarify these things so you won't be surprised getting a different result when trying this setup. it's advisable to use these weapons with the usual damage buffing frames, but it's also possible to use them with frames like Oberon with his Smite Augment, and of course, it's also viable with Volt, since his shields can add massive critical damage boost to your every shots. Last piece of advice, if you want to do a casual solo run using these weapons, then I advise you to use the Vazaran Focus, with Protective Dash unlocked. This focus will give you the invulnerability you need during the magnetic wave phase in the Eidolon fight, and it's a good way to heal Eidolon lures. In fact, it's my second best way to heal Eidolon lures aside from Trinity's Blessing ability. So that's it, yet another meta-breaking Eidolon setup have been added to your loadout. I hope you find this video informative, and like always, please leave a like if you did enjoy watching this video. Also, don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more informative Warframe videos like this. Thank you so much for watching. Squad Leader signing off.